Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners-Watson.
And I'm Frank the Euro Gibbs.
And welcome to a very special Paw Justice Mustang Memorial.
Yeah, that's right, Spanners. We're here supporting Paw Justice because they do amazing work in the community all around New Zealand, and we strongly believe in their vision to eradicate all animal abuse and create a society where all animal lives count.
And they do that a number of ways, whether it's through the food bank, pet rescue, emergency surgery fund, justice fund, or youth education. We strongly believe in what they do, and we hope you'll help support them.
Well, in fact, anybody watching this video is already helping because all of the profits from these videos are going towards Paw Justice.
Alright, enough about why we're doing it. Let's have a look at who's driving first up. Now, Big D is in the metallic blue number 20, which weighed in at 47 grams. This is a rental because unfortunately he had some travel issues getting here.
And that was also the same for the number 27, Giorgio. He is also in a rental, and whilst anyone in a rental can compete, they're not eligible for any of the prizes.
That's right, we had a few drivers with issues this time around. And that also includes the number 33 of Rage and Ricky. Now, this was a build that was sent over, but unfortunately the maximum weight limit was 50 grams. So whilst he's racing, he's also ineligible.
And then rounding out the first group is another rental. This one, Hamilton Lewis, driving the green number 44, and that car weighed in at 45 grams.
So this is our standard points race. 6 points for first, 4 for second, 2 for third, and 1 for fourth, 0 for DNF. No checkpoints as we get underway. And it's a massive battle into that first corner at the end of State Highway 1, and Rage and Ricky has gone down.
Clearly that extra weight didn't really help him much.
Giorgio pushing into the lead. He's closely followed by Big D. Big D trying to make a move up the inside, can't quite make it stick. Giorgio's defense just too strong there as they head into the final corner. Oh no, they've both spun out. Giorgio up on the side, but Big D gets ahead, and Giorgio under all sorts of pressure there from Hamilton Lewis, but he holds him off. And of course, Rage and Ricky down at the end of State Highway 1.
This was a tight pack into that corner at the end of State Highway 1, and 3 into 1 just doesn't go. Rage and Ricky paying the price there, but then Giorgio had the lead. Both drivers spun around, but look at that car control from Big D. Just manages to get his car not only moving first, but he also managed to get around Giorgio without knocking him loose.
So as we go to the scoreboard, Big D with the lead on 6, Giorgio 4, Hamilton Lewis on 2, and unfortunately for Rage and Ricky, 0 points.
There was a lot of chaos, aka standard Mustang driving, in that first race, but I'm sure they'll tidy it up now.
All 4 drivers hit State Highway 1, and it's Hamilton Lewis in front, Giorgio hot on his tail, and then a battle in behind with Big D and Rage and Ricky. Oh, down goes Hamilton Lewis. Giorgio gets stuck in behind. Rage and Ricky now finally being able to use that weight to his advantage as he gets going. I'm not sure if Giorgio's got free of that wreck yet, but this is all Hamilton Lewis's race now as he picks up maximum points, which is exactly what he needed after 0 points last time.
As I said, this was just typical Mustang chaos. There's cars upside down. I'm surprised they haven't ploughed through the crowd yet, but they were certainly showing off. You see here, Lewis comes flying up the hill on his lead, and then the other two go through, and it was old Big D also decided to skid on his lead. And then I really thought Giorgio had managed to slip on by, but unfortunately he just got a little bit hooked up, and then sly old Rage and Ricky there just managed to slow hard push to get going and take the win.
So 3 drivers out that time, Rage and Ricky maximum points, and he now moves into the lead with Big D.
The way these boys have started, I wouldn't be surprised if we kill off a couple of spectators this round.
Well, let's hope they can keep it a little bit tidier as we head onto State Highway 1. Oh, Big D spun around, Rage and Ricky spun around, and 3 of them have got going again. Somehow Big D managed to get that car under control and holds on to second place. Giorgio in third. Oh, Rage and Ricky's out. He got ejected from the track. Big D now in the lead, and Giorgio pushing hard. He is trying everything he can. He gets around. Can he hold it together this time? Bit of a drift into that corner. Keeps it straight on the final straight, and this time it's Big D who spun out, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory there. And unfortunately Hamilton Lewis is over, but what an overtake here from Giorgio.
This was an absolutely superb bit of driving. You see Big D got the rear end a little bit loose. Giorgio made the most of it, pushed past, gets a little bit loose himself as he's showing off the crowd down by the diner, but takes the win in beautiful style and now moves out to 10 points and takes the lead.
I was hoping we'd get a few more cars finishing, but I guess it is a Mustang tournament.
Mate, there's so many cars finishing the races on their back, I thought we'd start at a turtle farm.
Lewis now out on the lead. Big D gets loose as he hits State Highway 1. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there's oil on the track or something, but we've had a few problems there, particularly with Big D. Lewis now finally keeps it straight up the mountain and he is going to have an easy cruise all the way to the finish. Not sure what's happened to Giorgio or Raging Ricky. They don't seem to be anywhere in the picture as Lewis takes an easy win there.
Giorgio and Raging Ricky unfortunately tangled up in the 2-into-1 section, but with a very timely win there for Hamilton, he now takes second place, so he and Giorgio are moving through to the next round.
Sunny days and laughter, gather all your friends. Apple cinnamon donut where the sweetness never ends. Light and crisp refreshing, every sip's a treat. Come inside our calling, feel the warmth beneath. Raise a glass together, let the good times flow. Share the taste of autumn in the golden apple glow. Every pore's a memory, laughter in the air. Come inside our magic, goodness that we share. Toast to simple moments, friendship in the sun. Come inside our delicious light and fun.
Absolute chaos in round number 1. Let's see how the round number 2 drivers go. First up, driving the number 1, weighing in at 45 grams, we've got Joe Nobody. And Joe is driving the last of the rentals.
Now say hello to Big Chuck driving the number 3. He weighed in at 50 grams, right on that upper limit, and handily it's already blood coloured for when he runs down the crowd.
Thanks for that, Frankie foreshadowing. Okay, driving the number 38, we've got Owlman. He weighed in at 45 grams, and I'm not sure if he can see through those windows.
Yeah, it does look like he might have masked them up and then forgot to take it off. But next up, we've got the 409 car driven by Laro, and he weighed in at 49 grams.
All right, well, let's see if these boys can keep it a bit more under control, although I highly doubt it. So we get underway for race number 1. Owlman out in the lead. Oh, Big Chuck up on 2 wheels, manages to get it under control. That's let the number 38 of Owlman get quite a decent lead, although Big Chuck trying to catch up and Owlman goes out. He noses into tuck and roll corner. And that is an absolute tragedy for him. He should have had an easy walk all the way to the finish line, but instead Big Chuck is going to take the first win. And in fact, he's the only one to finish.
And it looks like the first of the spectators are down, and Joe and Laro stalled out in the lane section. So watch as Big Chuck there gets wild up on 2 wheels, and then the other 2 just pull over and stop for some reason. Maybe they thought the guy was taking photographs of them, but that was a real shame for Owlman. He goes out when he had the lead, but Big Chuck walks away with the 6 points to begin with, and that's a great start for him.
Certainly an ideal start for Chuck, and the others better pull finger this time if they want to stay in this competition. Now Laro pushing hard, trying to find some space around Big Chuck, can't do it. The other driver's still in it at this stage, but Big Chuck leads them up Magnus Mountain, keeps it clean, but Laro now making a move through the switcher and gets the pass as he goes into that final straight. Big Chuck not going to let him go though. Whoa, Big Chuck getting a little bit sideways, keeps it under control, and we've got all 4 drivers finishing for the first time tonight.
Quite an intense finish there, but Big Chuck holds on to the lead with 10 points, and Laro in the 409 not far behind.
So Owlman starting in lane number 1 this time. Oh, and we've lost Big Chuck. Big Chuck has gone down. He's flipped over in that first corner. Joe Nobody into the lead now. Owlman hot on his tail, and it looks like we might have lost Laro again. Joe fires himself up Magnus Mountain, almost lost control, but he's got a decent lead now. Owlman just pulling into frame in the background, and it looks like it's just those 2. Oh no, he's gone sideways. Owlman spins around, pulls a handbrake 180 and takes the win. What is going on?
It was really just carnage right from the beginning.
You mean chaos?
You see Big Chuck there just climb the wall in that first corner, and then talk about snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. You can see the crowd right on that corner. They're obviously shouting out, "Do a skid." Joe couldn't handle a jandle. But Owlman, what a superb drive to bounce off the wall and back down to take the win. I mean, it was still loose, but at least it paid off for him.
Big Chuck still in the lead. Owlman with 8 and Laro in 3rd place now with 6. He's going to have to get some points on the board if he wants to move through. And he's starting in lane number 1, and Joe Nobody has gone down. That's not good for him. Big Chuck has spun around. Laro into the lead. Oh my goodness, there is cars going everywhere. And Owlman with a phenomenal overtake down State Highway 1. How did he thread that traffic like that? Laro now battling hard right on his bumper. He is not going to let him go. He's going to try and get up the inside. Is he going to do it? He can't get the pass, but he is right on his bumper as they head into the final corner. Laro drifting, but he can't quite get past. That was just a stunning race.
Unfortunately, Joe there went over the jump and just landed on the sidewall, and that flipped him over. But how about this? Laro out in the lead, spins around, blocks out Big Chuck, keeps going, and then Owlman slips past Big Chuck, finds the tiniest of tiny gaps around Laro and takes the win in a beautiful drift there from Laro. Very nicely controlled, and both drivers, look at that, absolutely bumper to bumper as they cross the finish line.
So the big question is, what's that done to the final points? Oh, we've got a draw. Big Chuck and Laro drawn for second place. We're going to have a race off.
So seeing Big Chuck won first, he starts in lane number 1, and then Laro in lane number 3. But he is already out to a big lead.
Of course, based on the history tonight of the racing, being in the lead means absolutely nothing until you cross the finish line. Laro leading up Magnus Mountain. He's flipped over. Hang on, he crashed. Big Chuck's thrown himself off the billboard. He's not able to get back on the track. Laro now just has to finish, or we're going to have to rerun. He keeps it clean all the way to the finish, but oh my God, what happened with those two?
Okay, so that was by far the greatest save I think I've ever seen. Laro should have, by all rights, been out of the competition. He rolled his car, but somehow he drove over a spectator. He drives over Safety Sam, nails the other spectator, and then Big Chuck just goes absolutely flying.
I have absolutely no idea how Laro managed to save that. But oh my goodness, you know what's happening with that one.
That's definitely a highlight reel moment right there, mate. That was crazy.
So congratulations, Hamilton, Lewis, Giorgio, Owlman and Laro. You're moving through to the next round.
And once again, we want to say a huge thank you to all of the drivers. Every one of these drivers has donated to Paw Justice to be in this tournament, and that's already helped us raise close to $300, and we want to raise as much as possible to help the animals in New Zealand.
That's right, Frank. There will be a link in the description of this video. Don't click any links in the comment section because we can't guarantee where that's come from, but the one in the description is written by us, so that should be fine. Or feel free to go to pawjustice.co.nz/donate if you'd like to donate. If you can't donate, you can still make a difference by just sharing this video with your friends and watching it multiple times. Like we said, all of the ad revenue that we get from these videos is going to go towards Paw Justice. Alright, thanks very much for watching today. I'm Tom Spanners Watson, he's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.